Come on.
Yo, what is up guys, Punkerzz here, and today I am back with another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare tips and tricks video, and today what we're going to be doing is episode number 3 of my series, How to Win More Gunfights. In today's video, we're actually not going to be focusing on gun skill, or reaction time, or movement, or anything really like that, but instead on positioning. Now, positioning actually takes a very big role in winning more gunfights, so today what I'll be doing is going through a few tips that will help you guys learn how to have better positioning when you're in the game, which will end up leading to winning more gunfights. I hope you all enjoy, and let's get started. Now, when we talk about positioning, we're really going to be turning toward our mini-map for guidance. Now, the mini-map is obviously that thing in the top left corner of your screen, shows you where your teammates are, and if an enemy shoots on your map, or if, let's say you have a UAV in a public match, it shows the enemies as well. Now, this mini-map is definitely overlooked by a lot of public match players. It can be very, very helpful when trying to find enemies, and also to help you out with positioning with your teammates as well. Now, this gameplay that we'll be watching in the background is nothing special. It's just a uplink match from a 1K tournament the other week. This gameplay doesn't have much to do with what we're talking about, although, you know, any gameplay can really help with positioning. You know, like, you should never have a gameplay where you're not working on your positioning, so I guess it kind of works no matter what. But like I said, I'm going to be talking about kind of the mini-map and positioning, so I'm going to talk about 3 things that should help you have way better, you know, map awareness and teammate awareness, which will ultimately lead to you winning more gunfights. Now, you know, most people think that to win more gunfights, all you need is good gun skill and good reaction time, and that's all you need. But really, it comes down to where you are on the map at all times. Now, actually, if you have really good positioning, you're not really going to need as good of gun skill or as good of reaction time, etc., if you're, you know, always in the right place at the right time. You know, you don't need to have the best gun skill in the world if you're shooting people in the back all the time. You know, obviously that's kind of a stretch. If you're playing competitive, shooting people in the back is a pretty rare occurrence. You know, you guys have the map cut pretty well, so that's not really going to happen all the time. But now the first thing you're going to want to do is check your teammates' positions. Now, when you're playing competitive, positioning is everything. You know, you need to have the map cut. You cannot have any open spots, or else it is your fault if like an enemy gets by, or you know, if your teammate dies and you don't rotate to pick up their spot, that's also your fault. So this is kind of a really big deal in competitive. So what you're going to want to do is, when you spawn up every time, you're going to want to look at your mini-map and, you know, see where your teammates are and what you need to fill in. Now, in Advanced Warfare, there's not really any set roles in this game, so you should always be able to pick up any position needed for your team. So if you're like an assault rifle and maybe like one of your sub players dies, you shouldn't be opposed to you know, filling in their spot. And if you're a sub player and, you know, there's an AR spot that died, you know, you can always pick that up. Just maybe be a little more cautious, you know, pick it up in a different way. Don't just straight up challenge it at AR range. Maybe move a little bit closer before you challenge. But regardless, or maybe even let them come to you, you know, but regardless, you need to, you know, pick up that spot. And so I'm going to throw a little scenario at you. You know, let's say we're on Biolab, okay? And we're on the hill at top escalators, you know, we're playing Biolab Hardpoint, and, you know, your teammate is watching the tunnel that leads from bottom orange at that big red generator to Biolab. Well, if a teammate is watching that and you spawned up maybe the green platform, then, you know, your teammate is probably going to move from watching that tunnel to move and help the teammates on hill. Now, if you spawn up and see him do that, what you got to do is go pick up that spot. Now, a lot of times you're going to think that it's not really your job. You know, he was watching it. If he gives it up, then that's his problem. But it's really, you know, comes down to every teammate, you know, doing what they need to do to fill in the map. And what this is going to ultimately do is make sure that everything is locked down. And then what you can do is just pre-aim something and let enemies walk into your line of sight. Now, you really need to also look at where your teammates are spawning as well. Because, you know, if your teammates are spawning at one side of the map, you're going to know, alright, the enemies are at the other side of the map, and then you can adjust yourself accordingly and, you know, pre-aim a different side than you were before, which will ultimately lead to, you know, enemies running into your sights once again. And so, you know, like I said before, this probably sounds a little bit weird. You know, it's a video about winning more gunfights, but I'm not even talking about gun skill or how to get better aim at all. But, you know, it's actually such a big, you know, crucial part of Call of Duty that people just overlook. And I promise you that if you, you know, get better positioning and you work on, you know, improving, you know, your gap knowledge and filling in the gaps and where your teammates are spawning, spawn knowledge, all this kind of stuff, you'll find that you really don't even need to rely on gun skill as much. You know, you can pre-aim a lot more, you can lay down and wait for people a lot more. and you'll end up having like a way more stress-free time playing. And you know, knowing where the enemies are on the map is going to make it so much easier for you and your teammates to, you know, kill what you need to and find the enemies and all this kind of stuff, that, you know, it really will not even come down to gun skill. And that's why, you know, pro players, you may see them shooting people and you say, hey, you know what, like, my gun skill's as good as theirs, why am I not pro? Well, the reason is that they're so good at positioning and, you know, filling in the map and map knowledge, spawn knowledge, and that's why they're able to, you know, combine that with gun skill to just make a like a powerhouse of a player. And so I hope this video really gave you guys a new kind of I guess view on how to win more gunfights. Be sure to leave me comments below what you thought of the video, if it helped you out. If it didn't help you out, I want to know as well. This is going to be, yeah, episode number 3 of how to win more gunfights. This probably is going to be the last episode of the series, unless I kind of make a whole big, you know, guide. It's kind of like an all-in-one video, since most people find it hard to, you know, watch each video one at a time. But regardless, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave me a like if you enjoyed it. Let's try and hit 20 likes on this video. That would be freaking awesome. But guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video.